the fact that like they asked him, they're like, when did you and like the Van Halen brothers and the rest of the band get along? He said, never, man. We hated each other from day one. It was just magic.
Yeah.
That is a special kind of hell.
Yes.
If you're working with someone and you're like, fuck, we make such good songs, but I want to kill him so bad.
Yeah.
I want to drown him in a bathtub.
Mm-hmm. Again and again. Because it's not going to just take once. You're going to have to do it over and over again.
And you know you would have to kill David Lee Roth so many times.
Yeah. Got like 10 lives.
He's never going to die. You could chop him up, bury him in a desert.
Uh-huh.
And then you'd come back to the desert, and just in the middle of the desert, you hear booze de bop, bit bop,
Dave TV. Yeah.
Welcome to Tank Top Talks with Matt Braunger. I am Matt Braunger. Tank tops are ridiculous, but they feel good. And the main reason they feel good is because they're ridiculous. Ben Wise, let's talk about your tank.
Well, just elephant in the room, not an actual tank.
Okay.
Never owned a tank top, never worn a tank top.
Fair.
Except once for a Halloween costume.
Nice. Well, I should say we set a precedent with the very first episode with Steph Tolev where she wore what she called a muscle tank.
Muscle
like when
tank.
she walked in my head, the sometime purist, I guess, or whatever, on some sense, I was like, oh, that's a muscle shirt. That's not a tank top. And she's like, well, she did, and she said muscle tank before I said a thing. And I'm like, cool.
I've never heard muscle
tank. We got it. We have I'll allow it. The judge going, I'll allow it kind of thing. So I'm like, good.
Thank you, Steph.
Because I wore a muscle tank or muscle tee last episode. So anyway, go on.
And that was your first time breaking your own rule?
I think so. It's not a rule anymore, but it's like now it's just kind of like no sleeves. That's it. Someone could come in here with a zipped up ski vest and no shirt. I don't give a fuck. So anyway, yeah.
Yeah. So you pitched it, and I was like, yeah, I wore a tank top, proper tank top, once as for Halloween because I was the top that guy.
Yeah.
And so I had to do the whole thing and like the dance and whatever. It was ridiculous. And that's the only time I ever have.
Yeah.
A friend gifted me a Kesha tank top. They went to see Kesha and Pitbull at the Hollywood Bowl. And they're like, here's this. And it was a small. Like, you've seen me before, right? So I set it on fire immediately. But yeah, and only in the past, I'm going to say 4 or 5 years, have I even dared to wear a muscle tee.
Yeah.
I'm just not, it's something with the body consciousness. I don't know. I've never been comfortable just with some tiny straps.
I'll tell you, I realized kind of why the germinations of this, what I call a great stupid idea for this podcast came from.
Fantastically stupid idea.
Thank you. That it is impossible to take someone seriously while they're wearing a tank top or a muscle tank or a muscle tee, I think, and it's like, you should kind of apply that to anything. It doesn't matter how we dress ourselves. We are all these imperfect
Let's take it down a notch.
Dum-dums. Yeah. Let's cool it,
Totally.
know? And it originally, the germinations came out of, because I remember the tough kids when I was a kid, they wore tank tops and it's not a tough look. Not really. I don't know. It's it's a silly look. Uh-huh. You're wearing,
especially in adolescence, or just like
you're
awkward.
wearing a thin, strappy T-shirt.
Yes,
little straps,
a little dainty outfit.
Yeah. So anyway, that's my realization I had. It's just you can't take someone seriously.
Yeah, we're dainty boys.
We're dainty boys.
Yeah.
What is this?
That's what we do. This is Propagandhi. This is one of the best bands that has ever existed.
The name is incredible.
Massive fan. Have been for a very long time. And this was the first shirt that I ever dared cut the sleeves off of and wear to, a spin class.
Nice.
Like,
great.
I don't go like shopping, I mean, I have worn this to TJ's maybe once. And even then I was like,
yeah, but you party, I mean, I got my Palm Springs tank on. We've been in Palm Springs together.
So, yes, we
partying.
sure have.
So,
yeah, we've had some weird times.
We've had some weird. Yeah. Last time I think I was with you in Palm Springs. We were at a leather bar.
Yep.
At 2 a.m.
Yep, we sure were.
And I was asking everybody around me if it was okay that I was there.
Yeah.
Being a straight guy.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
And they're all like, sure.
Just go. Like either leave or hang.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Unless somebody asks you to leave, you're probably fine.
I was just so self-conscious about it. It's so dumb. It's so embarrassing to even say out loud but it's like, I feel like we have to kind of warts and all this shit,
Sure.
So, yeah. But anyway, you and I go back, I was thinking about today, 20 years, 15? Maybe not 20.
I'm going to say a strong 15.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Strong 15. Your partner, Dave, has been on the show as well. The first couple we've had on the show.
Oh, no
both
shit.
Been on the show. Yeah. So,
amazing. We love it.
Yeah. And yeah, I mean, it was like I was friends with Dave first, like, knew him first, but man, did you and I hit it off.
Immediately.
Like, just like immediate buds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, just started talking about music, broing down.
Broing down over tunes.
And yeah, I just connected on so many levels with that. And you were working on Shovel Fighter. Like that was happening soon.
Wow.
You. And you were like, we don't need music.
That's the second question I had about us was like, did you work on Shovel Fighter? I forgot that.
That was the first bit of music I did for you.
Ben has done it every, first off, this is your first podcast you've ever been on?
Yes.
That's one.
You're a brave man.
Ben has done all of the composing and songwriting for anything I've ever had. For the podcast that came before this, for every special I've done, for any bit of theme music I ever needed. I remember when Kara was like, oh, should I ask Ben if he can do, this for, I think you did something for Eliza, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Who Schlesinger, who my wife works with. And part of me went, no, that's just my guy.
He's mine.
And then it was like, that was one thought. And then I was like, oh, let him work. Yeah, Jesus Christ.
I get it. Look, I'm worthy of that thought, and I appreciate that. It's very sweet.
I own you. It's stupid. But yeah, I mean, and it was this, off to the races. Yeah.
Match made in heaven.
Absolutely. And you have this amazing studio right off your house.
Yep.
And it's just been the most fun thing to go in there and kind of noodle around with you.
Yeah, which we worked on a pilot together.
Yep.
Matt and Gus.
That
was super fun because we actually got to like explore different territory and like, do a bunch of different stuff. It was,
pilot for Nickelodeon. Yeah, that was awesome. It was a really fun experience. And I, we always have little like extrapolations where it's like you look at a picture and go, and one person in the picture goes, "That was the best day." And then you look at it and go, oh, but after that was taken. Because I remember you and me went
where's this going to
the
go?
Screening at Nickelodeon.
Yes.
This is when my now wife, then ex-girlfriend, had broken up. And I was handling things very well.
We were sometimes helping you handle things.
No, but... Here's why you guys are the best, because we all went to that, and then I had people in my house to watch a movie, and I was shithoused yelling during the whole movie, and everyone's like, "Can't wait for this thing to be over." And then people left my apartment one by one. I'm like, "Where are we going?" And they're like, "You're not going anywhere." Nobody would take me with them. They were all
cashed in all your chips.
They were all going to bars. And then I saw it. He said this giant glass window, and you and Dave were outside, and you were just talking. And you're like, yeah, let's go get him. And you went and got me, and you took me to MJ's, which is gone now.
Yes.
It's a gay bar in Silver Lake.
Yeah, pour some out for MJ's.
Just pour some out. And just, got me like one beer, and we're like, just...
little denouement.
Stay right there. Stay right there. Yeah. And it was I remember that being one of those things where like, you guys were there for me when no one should have been. Where it was just, you know what I mean? Like, I would be fine.
Sure.
Don't go out. Don't drink anymore. But it was like, I remember that being, it's one of those things where you don't really know how low you're getting inside until you're.
Sure.
So that's always.
It's hard to see it when
so
you're
when you said
it.
Matt and Gus, I was like, oh yeah.
Oh.
I jump right to that.
Sorry to go
not
the
the cartoon I developed, not that great song you made, and anyway,
but the aftermath.
Score. But yeah, just that night.
That's a gift of mine is to just take us to a fucking place.
God, do you not?
Might not
do
be
that?
A good place, but
no, I think it's that thing of having. It's like touching like a nerve and like when you have a tooth that hurts and you just can't stop touching it.
That's my day today.
That's
like, literally. I think I ground my teeth or something in my sleep. I woke up and anyway,
oh no, are you okay?
I'm fine.
Okay. Yeah. But like, yeah, do you do that too, where you think about that it's only the terrible moments that will hop out?
It only hurts when I touch it.
Yeah. Ow.
Stop touching it. Yes, for sure.
Yeah.
But we've all been in that. Well, I've definitely been in that space where I was just fucking in a bad place.
Sure.
And somebody had to do the dirty work of being like, hey, Like, you're a good person in a shit place. Let me help you out.
Mm-hmm.
If you're a shit person in a shit place,
sorry, you're on your own. Yeah.
But
that's nice.
We do what we can.
That's nice. Yeah. I mean, I feel like LA is a good place for that. Where you can kind of, you'll find your people and stuff.
Which is not the easiest process, but when you do, you're set.
That's right. And it's kind of more is allowed as you get older, which is a good and a bad thing. You have those guys who are like my age who are like, I'm still figuring things out, man. Right. You're like just in bars every night and you're like, oh, sir.
You're figuring something out. I'm not sure what.
I don't think you're doing a lot of figuring.
You're figuring it out.
You're hoping for something to come to you,
Correct.
And I remember Kumail had that joke about experimentation with drugs. Like, I think the experiment's over. I think it's failed.
Just a master.
No, it doesn't work. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. The experiment has failed.
Yeah.
But that's one thing I like about your bigger cities where you're kind of, you can have these second, third, fourth, fifth acts where you're like, get your shit together and go and look back and go, boy, if I didn't have that little bit of runway space,
and it's weird. I've almost lived in LA as long as I lived in North Carolina, where I'm from. Lived in New York City in between, but only for like a few years. So it's kind of like I had like one lifespan there.
Yeah.
And then it started to get to like a decent place. It was like, I'm ready to move on to the next thing. So I never got to like really settle in to sort of the people that are going to be there for the long haul.
Interesting.
And like, I overstayed my welcome a little bit in North Carolina. Like, knew I needed to get out long before I did.
Really?
You make it happen when you can.
What kept you there so long? Family or comfort or
having to go to college?
Yeah.
And that having to be at an in-state school
okay.
was one thing. I didn't want to go in the first place. I just didn't want to move away and break up the band. So I'll go to college part-time and stretch that out for 8 years. Not quite 8, but whatever. Too long. And then at a point I was like, what the fuck am I going to do with a French degree? So I just talked my parents into like, let me take whatever little bit of money is left in this college account and I'm going to move to New York and go to audio engineering school.
Okay.
And that's when literally everything began.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And that was also like, I also need to fucking come out at some point, and that's never going to happen here. So it's time to fucking bail.
I'd imagine that was like burning a fire under you too, where you just like not even necessarily speaking it out loud in your mind, but something's just kind of pushing you away when you're just like, it's not going to happen here.
Correct.
It'd be too much.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah. And like talk about experimenting, like I'm experimenting with heterosexuality. It's not fucking working. So like, let's on to the next act. But I sort of pulled us off course from what you're talking about.
No, this is we're on course. We're on course. Yeah, we said I mean, I think the thing of finding yourself and being comfortable with who you are openly. I remember when I first met you, and you and Dave we're never like the most. Like I remember like joking with Kara about like they're not big on PDAs because you were like
no,
you guys would kind of like hang out like a couple of coworkers kind of thing like partners. I remember who was it? Tom Clark had the best bit about how he loves how gay people call each other their partners. He's like, they sound like
it's very businessy.
Like, no, but it sounds so much more important. What was the line? I'm doing other comics jokes here, but he's like, what was the line? Yeah, me and my partner were going to solve a murder. And then we're going to do it. So stupid.
That's a lot like our life. Yeah, that's how we operate.
Solve a murder, go back to the house. But like, but you grew into being much more open about like, don't give a fuck kind of thing. Like, you wear a pink triangle.
For sure.
On almost every shirt I've seen you wear, kind of thing. Which I don't see that a lot, which I think that's really brave and really bold to kind of have that symbol that came from such a terrible place of hate.
Correct.
Yeah.
So repurposing, rebranding. And it took me a long time to get to that space of feeling okay doing that. And what did it was the first Trump presidency. I was like, well, fuck this.
Yeah.
And here we go. Like, I
mean, I was talking with somebody very, very big act and kind of got in an argument, he and I, and he's like, you can't be that out politically, you lose half your fans. And I was and look, I know that's why I'm not going to say who he or she or they are, but like, because I really was like, and I was just like, in my mind, I'd rather, it's not like, oh, fuck them. I'd rather lose them and stuff as much as for me, selfishly for me.
Yeah.
If I want people to know who the fuck I am. Mm-hmm. If you like me, I want you to know where I'm coming from. I'm not running around with a crusading sword of fire saying I'm right about everything.
Right.
But I'm like, God damn it. You know what I mean? Especially now, you're going to know that I don't like this administration. You're going to know that I think, ICE can fuck itself and stuff. And they're like, well, they're making a list of people. I'm like, I'm on it. I have to be on that fucking list.
But it's also like, that's not all that you are. Like, we've lost the ability, like nuance is just fucking gone. Like, people can be like, I disagree with you. But I could still, like, there's probably still other stuff that, that's just gone. Now it's like, oh, really? Mm-hmm. It's like, well, but I still talk to plenty of people that I don't agree with.
100%.
Tons of shit. Granted, it's like, let's not go here, but you're not a bad person.
Yes.
Oh,
my cousin turned 50 earlier this year, and she turned 50, her dad turned 75, and we all went to New Orleans, and they had like this house they rented out and hired a band, and we were out at night and stuff. One of those things of like, oh my God, so much fun. And I met someone right away who, she said something to me about a situation, and it wasn't anything like, I don't like gays or they're openly racist or something, but something where
those are good conversation starters.
It's a good way to jump in. Hi, I'm racist. Okay. Fuck. Can I get a name first? But it was something, and they said something that I'm like, I could really take what you just said the worst fucking way, but I'm gonna massage this with you. You and me are going to go sit over here and we're going to talk for a second.
Yeah.
Because it's like, I'm not going to let this be a bee in my fucking bonnet all weekend. I'm going to be with you for 2 straight days.
Especially this is the start of the weekend.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
And this person had a real bold opinion about this thing I totally disagreed with them about. But I'm also like, I'm not going to shit can my cousin's weekend over this.
Right.
There would be things.
And good on them that
they
didn't.
They did. They rolled with it. They rolled with it. And good on them for sure. But I remember going thinking, okay, let me go back and see what would have been. Because there would be a couple things I'd be like, Lee, either I go or this one go. You know what I mean? There are a couple.
We got to pick some battles.
I'm like, I can't stay in the house with this piece of shit, But it's funny. Back to your nuance point. Yeah, I'm sick of it. Yeah. I'm sick of the if you don't meet all my criteria, you're dead to me.
Right. Or like the surprise of like, oh, you feel that way? It's like, you met me? Like, what the fuck? Like, whatever.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. But yeah, so, obviously a lot of people were thinking about this because it's Thanksgiving and all kinds of conversations happen and whatnot. And
let's get into that.
Okay.
Because we usually bank a bunch of episodes, and we have, but last week I was supposed to do a couple, and I was sick all week. And so yours was supposed to tape last week as well as another one. And so this one we're taping right now or shooting right now is going to come out. It's come out 2 days before Thanksgiving. So how is your Thanksgiving with your family when's the last time you had one though?
It's been forever.
Okay.
Like when I lived in New York City for that quick 3-year span, it was very easy to pop back to North Carolina.
Yeah.
Short flight, or I would just drive, whatever. And it was fine. Haven't been back home for Thanksgiving. I think I was accidentally there once in like 2007 or something like that. But I don't really do that. I mean, it's a long way to travel. I mean, it's fully coast to coast.
Yeah, no, it's too
like
much.
You save that for, Christmas holiday or whatever.
And it's the window is so small. That's why the travel is always so shit.
Yeah.
Like always so.
Which is a bummer because it's such a great time to deal with like an airport, public transit, it's great. Miss that. Super miss that.
Miss it.
Yeah.
Miss the fun.
Yeah, but now we just, like Dave and I used to, for 6 to 8 years, we would go up to Napa for Thanksgiving.
Nice.
It's like, let's go somewhere where there might be clouds and it might be below 50.
Yeah.
And an active fireplace that we could sit next to.
That's great.
Just so gay and so great. But we sort of got out of the habit of that. just because work got busy, life, whatever.
Yeah.
So we tend to just stay home and host a potluck kind of thing.
Yeah.
Just have friends over.
Yeah.
Chosen family Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Well, and I think you are good at Friendsgiving type things. Like when I used to do Friendsgiving things, it just became, and it was also partly the way I was back then, but also a lot of the guys I used to hang out with, it became it was an alcohol day. Like it was just so bonk. We'd have like, oh, here's a tureen of whiskey punch, and then there's shots over here, and there's beer in the cooler, and so you're just, it was this thing where you'd go and it started at 11, and then all of a sudden you turn around and it's like close to midnight, and just you're
somebody's crying.
Somebody's crying. I remember Jonah Ray had a picture of me just like in a button-up shirt and a tie, just calmly sitting against the wall, like with a beer. And it was like,
hey, you dressed up. I mean,
I didn't lose the tie. I opened up the collar, but it was a thing of just like if you saw that picture, you'd think like I look like I just got terrible news, you know, because I have the 1,000-yard stare. I'm like, and you're like,
never been happier.
Never, yeah, feeling no pain, brother. Yeah, it's like I'm not a cop who lost his partner.
Yeah.
I'm a dude who lost all his problems for the evening. Yeah.
Yeah. We don't, you know, we enjoy a beverage.
Sure. Yeah, we get it on a little,
enjoy
but
a few, like, you know, let's call a thing. But yeah, it's restrained.
Well, it's the way it kind of should be. It was, I think, me going from, you know, Chicago, the madness of Chicago, and we all kind of brought it here.
Yeah.
It was like, yeah, we had a lot of fun years and stuff. But at a certain point, like, you know, Kyle Kinane doesn't really, I think he's been sober almost a year now, if not a whole year.
Okay.
Just literally went on took a break, and it just kept going.
I feel good.
Not even like necessarily going to meetings or whatever and stuff, but like we've all had to adjust to kind of go, you know, I don't know. I think even if I didn't have like a wife and a kid, it just, the whole, you know, immolating yourself just gets real old.
Yes. Yeah. You gotta have some guardrails.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And, you know, we don't have kids, you know, like we're free to do whatever the fuck we want.
Sure.
But, you know, it's like, let's take care of ourselves.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I wanted to throw this at you. We just saw this clip of Dan Savage talking to another guy. I'm not sure who he was. I think he's a psychologist, but he's also gay. And they were, the psychologist was talking about, like, I just don't take the bait with my family, because a lot of his family kind of, you know, just like say little things and just like, you're not going to set me off, you know?
Okay.
And Dan was like, I also like the fact that I reserve the right to go, I'm going to step out for a drink with a friend or by myself and just go to a gay bar. And he was like, and I would even say this to straight people: if you want to get away from your family and go someplace that's just welcoming,
go to a gay bar.
He's like, not all of you, don't, because then it's not gay bar anymore. Right. He's like, but it is this thing where people will go there. Maybe they don't have their family around. Maybe they don't want to be around their family. You know, maybe they're with their family and they're getting sick of the bullshit and they want to just step out for a drink and just take a deep breath. He's like, you look around on Thanksgiving Day, you look around on Christmas Eve, you look around and you'll see these looks between people of, and it's like, and he's like, to me, that's community. And I'm like, hugely.
That's one of the most beautiful facets of community.
Yeah.
And like why the gay bar is the best. And it's, you know, a big part of like keeping things cool and loving and, you know, comfy. Being around your family is just being like, well, I'm gonna step away for a second. And when, you know, every time I go home and visit, I'll go out to a gay bar, meet up with friends every night. And this is how we keep things nice.
Yeah.
You know, I'm a grown ass man. I'm already like home. I stay at my parents' house. Sure. End up sleeping in the same bed that I grew up sleeping in. It's very uncomfortable, very weird. And it's like, I need to be me for a little bit here. Yeah, this is a bit infantilizing. So skipping a holiday like Thanksgiving, it's like, great, I kind of get to skip that experience. Great to see y'all. But
yeah, sure.
Yeah.
But it's funny, I always thought, of course, it's a place to go to find your people, but I never thought of it as a place to escape the people you're
and just
from.
Exchange like 0 words just to look like,
yeah.
like, you know.
I'm sure.
Yeah. Yeah. And then, there's always some mess running around, like running interference. Like,
yeah.
just to keep things interesting.
Of course.
Of
course.
Yeah. Love it. Very important.
Yeah. It's a fascinating thing. Especially I'm sure in like smaller towns, like what town are you from in North Carolina?
From Greensboro.
Greensboro. Okay. Never been.
Yeah. Great. So happy to be from there. Love going back to visit. I mean, now there are, I think, 2 gay bars.
Okay.
When I lived there was one, but it just wasn't. The city changed a lot the second I left. They're like, oh, he's gone. Cool. And then things like got so much cooler.
What I could tell you, same thing with Portland, Oregon.
No shit.
When I left, coolest place in town.
Yeah.
I made a video about like a TikTok about like, because people talk about new Portland and old Portland. And I'm like, I'll tell you why I'm old Portland is because when I went to college in New York, my closest friends, I'd go to a party with them and they'd go, oh, Braunger, he's from Seattle. No, I'm not. Nobody knew what Portland was.
Yeah.
Now Portlandia and everything. Yeah, I mean, that close. They would. Yeah, but it was just not a thing. And like I've had all these people kind of come after me and be like, who cares? Blah, blah, blah. Just like,
right.
Why is all that anger? But
yeah,
it's funny that, I mean, I was back there this past weekend and I was kind of realizing, I was like, not realizing, but I've had this feeling for a long time where I used to go back to Portland and be like, this is my place. Hey,
Yeah.
And it's not my place. I'm from there, but the people that live there, it's theirs. They can make whatever. And what it's become is kind of magical. I love it as a barometer for kind of douchey dudes. Cause I'll meet my ilk. I'll meet straight white men around my age.
Yeah.
And they'll be like, oh, I love Oregon. Not a big fan of Portland. Literally. They love Bend. They love very homogenized white spaces where, and I have to, again, the thing, don't take the bait. I have to bite my tongue and not be like, see, you don't like people of color and gays. It's too harsh. Not that there's a lot in Portland, especially compared
like
to the rest of Oregon. Like, I love flannel shirts too.
Me too.
The thing is, I love so much of the same shit this guy does. We probably both listen to Pearl Jam.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's kind of, but it is back to the point. I think we cooled it up by leaving.
Yeah, that's what needed to happen. Did y'all favor?
It was us.
Like
we had to get out of Dodge.
Yeah, thank me. Yeah, but it is nice to go home now and there's actually like 2 gay bars to pick from.
Oh, that's cool.
And go sit, exchange looks, commiserate with people, whatever. Call it early, go home, repeat cycle.
Well, it's like Dave is your family, and you probably, I can't imagine you're like, I'm going to a gay bar without you. I'm sick of you right now.
No. No. I mean, I wouldn't say it. Just fucking
I would lie.
Out. You go get some cigarettes. You don't smoke. But yeah, but there is something about the solo gay bar experience. We've been together for 20 years, but it's still just exciting to go to a gay bar alone and just be like, whatever.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, and it's a roll of the dice. Like some nights it's exciting or you have a great conversation with somebody.
Right.
Other nights you just exchange the glance that you need across the bar from someone, like,
and then you're
cheers,
like,
whatever,
done.
But you're with your people. It's, I don't know that I've ever been in that situation and in walk some straights that need the same thing.
Yeah.
But I would welcome that. I would welcome that conversation.
But it is the thing of it's kind of like it kind of, I don't know what the opposite of extrapolation is, but the thing that people, when white people are like, for example, are like, why can't you have, why can't we say white pride and there's black pride kind of thing? And you're like, yeah, I know.
Right.
But you only sadly get these levels of community when there's been huge disenfranchisement.
Correct.
Huge.
Marginalization.
That's it. That's really it. Sadly.
Yes.
So it is cool to enter those zones, but you're not going to have a quote unquote regular sports bar that's generally like that unless it's kind of putting itself out there a little bit more for people to feel a little bit more welcomed.
Which would be bold and fucking cool.
Absolutely. For if they really put their asses on the line for something real, not something like, like, oh, they're trying to keep us Christians down. Nope. Not none of that shit,
Yeah.
But That said, if there was, if you found that area that was putting down that certain group they're in, that would create that community.
It would.
Where,
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. And it would thrive in a place like my hometown, your hometown.
Yeah.
Like just intersectionality type of place. Like,
yeah. And it's certainly not the same, but there are those ones like, board game bars that I'm like, I don't love it.
Right.
But if you do, great.
Everybody needs a place to go.
This is your spot.
Yes.
That's wonderful.
Yeah. Enjoy Magic.
Yeah.
Which I've never played.
Neither have I.
Never played D&D.
The Gathering. Never played D&D?
I'm not speaking ill of any of
No.
them. No.
I have
things I do not know.
One of my oldest and best friends still plays D&D. We used to do it when we were kids, and huge respect. And he gave my daughter the Monster Manual when I was years ago, and she still is like, read this to me, and I'm like, I'm just going to skip the part about all the hit points and the level of stamina here. I'll
Keeps
do
it
the
whimsical.
description. Yeah, sure. But it's that thing where if you're into that, if you're into role playing and campaigns and stuff like that, great. But you're much more like another guest on the show, Dave Lyons. I remember Dave was always just like, music is my sports.
Same.
Yeah, not really into the sports events and any of that shit, but just like seeing live bands and
Music
stuff.
Up and down.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I'm trying to think of who I last saw live. It might have been the Hold Steady,
Really?
to your point. Yeah.
Yeah, so good.
Yeah.
I haven't seen them in years. I'm trying to think of the last live band I saw. I was so pissed that Wet Leg played the Greek when I was out of town. I was so pissed. And it was the only show they had that still had tickets left. Like I was looking, I was like, 'cause I really like them. My wife doesn't, but I was like, fuck, I could fly to Seattle. Could do one of those. Solo run. But yeah, all sold out, but then that one. But I'm trying to see more. I was literally looking for what bands are playing Thanksgiving Eve in LA.
Nothing?
Not a lot really coming down the pike. Echo and the Bunnymen are coming to the Greek.
Yes.
Are you going to go?
Probably.
Okay.
Sounds great. I mean, we got some time on that.
We do. Yeah.
Yes.
It's a minute.
Yeah.
I'm thinking
Never
about
seen
seeing
them.
that.
Sounds amazing.
Nearby. Yeah. How many albums do you have?
Ooh.
Your albums that you put out.
Oh,
How many Ben Wise albums?
Jesus. 3.
Okay. Yeah. You almost did this. I was like 4.
Because I'm working on the 4th.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah. 3. First one came out. They sort of come out every 6 years, very unintentionally.
Okay.
But that's just how it's played out. So the next one would be due next year.
Okay.
If I'm sticking to this thing that I did not
intend
in the first place.
For the longest, I was always a new special, an album every 2 years. And then it's like, I kind of just, so now it's gone to like 3, sometimes 2. I don't really care, but it's funny. You're just 6 every time. That's hilarious.
Yeah. I was talking to somebody about it a few months ago. It's like, yeah, really need to get this record off the ground and going. There've been some challenges with it, which we won't get into, but it's like, well, when'd you first come out? And then we were just like going through, and then it becomes this like exercise in numerology where it's like, oh, they've been every 6 years. This is perfect.
Yeah.
And then you become this ridiculous person.
Well, but I also should go, just for people who aren't familiar with you, you've been in a bunch of punk bands. You were in
When we met, I was in a Celtic punk band called The Mighty Regis.
Yes.
That was kind of a return to punk genre. But the last proper band I was in before that was in New York City, which was kind of like a hardcore band called This Moment On, that was phenomenal, very short-lived.
Okay.
But before that, I was in North Carolina. I was in a group called 30 Deep and a group called Pest, and just kind of doing the whole, Southern scene
So that's 4 bands.
thing. Yeah,
Wow.
be correct.
Okay. Okay.
Like little side projects and stuff along the way, but those were sort of the main focus.
Yeah. And when you had Is So Queer the only song you had that was remixed?
Yes.
That's so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Check
was
out.
so pleased with that. Bright Light did a fantastic remix
It's dope.
of it. Probably one of the songs I'm the most proud of in my entire, career of
It's a banger.
making music. Yeah. So excited to get to, get the next one wrapped up. It's kind of like 70% there. So we'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you, like, what are your plans for your next, like, what the fuck ever?
I don't matter here, Ben.
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah.
I get it. You want to deflect? You want to throw back to me?
No, I want to do some fucking music for you.
Oh, let's do it. Okay, we should. We should. Well, we got to record. We got to re-record after 2.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yes.
And we also Max, we should add at the end of this episode the entire Tank Top Talks theme.
Okay.
That Ben did, because it's what was the direction I gave? It was.
I mean,
Loverboy meets.
Loverboy meets. I mean, it was yacht adjacent.
Yes, it was like
it was definitely two disparate things.
Yes,
that work beautifully together.
It's great.
Yeah, it's like Reese's Cups.
It's a great.
Yeah, I was very pleased with how it turned out. It was a fun as fuck assignment.
Dude, I'm so happy because it's like I listened to it and it's just like I was like, oh, and I mean this in the best possible way. This is of the Yacht Rock tour. This is the most annoying guy. Like this guy is like fucking. He's the David Lee Roth. He's like. The thing I love.
Wait, David Lee Roth's annoying?
Dude, that Greg Barrett quote where he's just like, I saw David Lee Roth. I was like, holy fuck, that's David Lee Roth. And then someone introduced us. And then 5 minutes later, I'm going, holy fuck, how do I get David Lee Roth to stop talking to me?
Amazing.
Hey, man. I love the fact that from far away, when we were growing up, we're like, it's Diamond Dave. It's the fucking guy, right?
Yeah.
But Van Halen hated him. They hated each other the whole time. Mm-hmm. And other bands were like, fuck Dave. It's the worst because he would just come in fucking scissor kicking all the time, I'm sure. And just like, hey, snorting everyone's drugs.
Cocaine?
Woo, honking tits. Like, Dave, get the fuck out of here. Maybe not honking tits. But like, it's just like, my point is, it's like from far, like behind glass or you're in an audience, you're like, go Dave, go. But you're up close, you're just like, get the fuck away from me.
Yeah, because it's entertaining until you know better. And then you're like, oh.
Well, and I can't, the fact that like they asked him, they're like, when did you and like the Van Halen brothers and the rest of the band get along? He said, never, man. We hated each other from day one. It was just magic.
Yeah.
That is a special kind of hell.
Yes.
If you're working with someone and you're like, fuck, we make such good songs, but I want to kill him so bad.
Yeah.
I want to drown him in a bathtub.
Mm-hmm. Again and again. Because it's not going to just take once. You're going to have to do it over and over again.
And you would have to kill David Lee Roth so many times.
Yeah. Got like 10 lives.
He's never going to die. You could chop him up, bury him in a desert.
Uh-huh.
And then you'd come back to the desert, and just in the middle of the desert, you hear booze de bop, bit bop, Dave TV.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Yeah. I remember my brother and I being super fucking psyched when Eat 'Em and Smile came out.
Me too.
And like, listened to it twice, never again.
Bad. I remember just like getting, is it Skyscraper? Where it's like mountain climbing?
Yeah.
And from the library on tape. And it was just on a trip with my parents, and I just listened to it. And hot dog and a shake. This song sucks.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
This part of the podcast is for maybe 2%.
Yeah, like
of
niche of niche.
So niche.
Yeah.
But there's a couple guys and gals our age being like, fucking you, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes. And to them directly, I will say, I took so much shit for being such a fan of Van Hagar immediately.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, this band is so much fucking better.
Oh.
I was immediately like, yes.
Dude, I love Van Hagar.
This is our
like,
guy.
OU812.
And everybody was like, fuck you.
It's so good.
Yeah.
It's like, it's super, like mutt-langed out.
Favorite producer.
It's fine. Is that right?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, I just know he makes stuff that just sounds so, as they say, overproduced. Like you listen to Pyromania and stuff.
Everything he makes is symmetrical.
Like, yeah, it is.
Like
it is a beautiful car.
Yes.
Rolling off the lot, well made.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Beginning to end songs like done so well. Like yeah.
Yeah.
Just sounds so fucking good.
Yeah. Numerous top 10 records for me are all him.
Really?
The Cars, Heartbeat City, Def Leppard,
he did
Hysteria.
Heartbeat City.
Uh-huh.
Fuck, man.
Yeah.
Isn't it wild that the Cars were like a weird kind of folk band?
I'm reading the book about them right now.
Really?
Yeah. It's fucking phenomenal.
And they just turned into like beautiful gay robots in their own way.
Yes.
Like just incredible fucking songs about like...
Yeah, like lyrics that are barely lyrics, but it's like, okay.
Fuck it.
Hey, I like Lou Reed too, I guess.
Yeah.
Cool.
No, as a kid, I saw Rick Ocasek. I'm like, why is that a rock star? but it works.
Yeah.
You know? I don't know why.
Yeah.
It's just there.
I also don't know how I never pieced it together that he always wore a hairpiece.
I never knew that till you said it just now.
Like.
Never.
Yeah.
Not surprised at all.
Yeah.
My heart rate did not change when you said that.
Right. It's like,
not surprising.
Yeah, it checks out.
Sure. Yeah.
Cool.
Just had a rug on this whole time.
Yeah. You know, it was always just so perfect and the same thing.
Yes.
Like, in hindsight, it's like, oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. But yeah. Massive fan. The book is fucking incredible.
I got to check that out.
Yeah.
Yeah. God, I love the Cars.
Yeah.
Who do you like right now? You like anyone new?
The Cars.
This new band, The Cars?
What do I like that's new? Well, as we've already discussed, the new White Reaper fucking kicks every
My
note
wife does not like it. She's like, turn this off. And I think almost because that's super polishy too.
Very polished.
Very
like production
polished.
value through the fucking roof.
Yeah. Like it almost sounds like new metal, which I kind of don't give a fuck. I'm fine.
Same.
I'm fine with it.
Same.
I was in Portsmouth, New Hampshire about 7 years ago after a show, and I got a drink at this bar. They're like, go to this bar. It's the most fun. I don't even know if it's still there anymore. And I met these two women who I went to their coffee shop that day, and it was like a witchcraft themed coffee shop, but like with the
of course
it's the Starbucks logo, but it's like the horned goat Satan instead of the Starbucks lady, you know? And and I was like, okay. They're like, oh, we don't miss this night. It's new metal night. I'm like, what? And it's all these like 20 somethings doing fucking all these new metal songs, and it's like, I don't like this shit when it comes out of my car stereo, but in this bar, it sounds fantastic.
I mean, I like most anything live.
Yeah.
You know, like David Lee Roth could walk in and start performing and be like, this is fucking great.
Mm-hmm. God, it'd be amazing. David just walked in.
It's not going to happen.
I just gave it a second. You know,
okay, cool.
I believe in the secret if you say stuff out loud.
He's still doing cocaine in the bathrooms.
Look, side note, the part in Motley Crue, The Dirt, where he's just like at the Motley Crue house.
I never got to read The Dirt.
Oh, God.
Dave got it. He read the first 20 pages and he was like, get it out of my house. And he gave it to someone. He's like, I don't want it in my house.
I'm going to give it.
It's dark energy.
I'm going to give it to you. It's dark energy, but it's fucking,
I want to read it.
It's like reading someone like, or it's like watching a movie live where they're shooting an action movie and everyone making the movie is drunk and people are probably going to get really hurt and try the action stunts and just hurt themselves. But you're reading the book and so it's over. You know they're not dead.
You know how the story, doesn't end, but you know where.
Right. Yeah. So but there's this, and it's all not word of mouth, like spoken biography. So each chapter is them talk, like the Tommy Lee chapters are so fucking like he's a 12-year-old. Just
not surprising.
bro, like literally the sentence starts, bro, it was crazy, bro,
ellipses.
bro. No, but seriously, bro, yeah. But one of them, Nikki Sixx or someone's like, so David Lee Roth is holding because they had this apartment above the Sunset Strip that everyone would go to, and his house just mess. And he's like, so David Lee Roth's there holding court and doing a huge mound of blow and sharing none. I remember reading that and being like, what the fuck? Like my experience with cocaine is extremely limited. But I remember like I would do a couple rails and be like, I'm good. I'm good. I'm just going to go drink 1,000 beers over here now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And please have some. I can't be the only scumbag in this room. You know what I mean? Let's all share. I can't fathom being one, like I want to be super gacked and no one else gacked.
Yeah. And I want you to watch me do it. Like grandstanding with a pile. Yeah, it's crazy.
It's just a special brand of magic person.
It is.
Yeah.
And that's how you end up like him.
Yes. I think you're right. Yeah.
Yeah. I forget who it was that Dave was talking to. Like, yeah, I just interviewed David Lee Roth or something. He's like, oh, how is he? Well, he looks like a character from Greek mythology or like, I'm getting it wrong. Hebrew mythology.
Hebrew mythology? Nice.
Like, yeah, he's just crazy only in America.
Yeah. Yeah. Now he looks like a maniac farmer, you know, because he's kind of just like hair thinning. And,
yeah.
You know, I mean, what? He's like 7 years old. Let me see. Who's this? Is someone? Sorry, to kind of make sure this isn't. Oh, I have this neighbor text chain. I'm just making sure this is my wife or something being like, hey, you know, but it's like,
Episode's over.
It's like everyone on my street is on a text chain. So occasionally it'll be like, anyone know who this guy is? And it'll be like, that's my uncle. It's like, this is stupid.
It's like next door.
Wait until they break in or something.
Yes.
Yeah, thankfully it's not like the racist casserole that next door is so much, I hear. But
yeah, or just people like, what was that sound? Send. Like, who heard that? Send. No context.
that would be me. Like that's my thing. If I would be like, I wouldn't be partying if I was like single and childless, but I would definitely be sending that one text or going on next door and being like, anyone see this guy in the pterodactyl suit? Like just the most random shit.
Who wants a beer? Yeah.
So you don't know when the new album's coming out?
I don't.
Okay.
I don't. It's, it's majority of the way written, lyrics done, most of it recorded. I have to decide what I want to, because I always just sort of program all the drums, all the rhythm, because I sort of do everything on it myself.
Yeah.
The last record, I had my friend Rich play drums. He just kind of came in after the record was most of the way done.
Okay.
And then kind of replaced my drum programming. And then I retracked a bunch of stuff and all that. This time, just because the assembly line has been so fucking bizarre and I'm fitting it in around, because like the audiobook directing work that I do is just massive. Like it takes up so much time that it's getting harder and harder to find time to like.
Yeah, we didn't even get into that.
Yeah.
Like you direct audiobooks too.
Yes.
That's bonkers.
Yeah, I picked that up as a side gig and like very soon after your wedding, actually. So it was like right around early 2018, I guess. And yeah, I just kind of was like, oh, I had a friend that did it. I was like, that sounds interesting.
Yeah.
Like that would fill out the peaks and valleys of composing work and, music for TV, which is fucking budgets or bleh,
Yeah.
whatever. But it uses my skill set in this fantastic way. It kind of got me out of my studio hermit working at home alone thing. I was like, I like this. I like building stuff with people. And, I'm kind of at one of the biggest shops in LA. So, I mean, we do good work with great people.
Nice.
Gotten to meet so many fantastic people. I mean, I read like 10 books a month.
Wow.
Like,
So who has been the most difficult client?
Oh,
of all?
come on.
Can you imagine?
If I was like, bah, 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 like straight in.
Yeah, I don't care. You're like, cut that. No.
Yeah, no.
I'm sure you've had to have had like a time or two where you're just
God, yeah.
Oh, Christ, please.
Yeah.
Just.
Yeah. Yeah, there are people you want to straight up murder. But
imagine if they had like audiobooks in like the 70s where people are just walking around constantly fucked up. Like, that that famous, what's that? Is it Martini and Rossi ad that Orson Welles doing?
Oh, God.
Action, Orson.
Yeah. French champagne. Paul Masson.
Paul Masson. That's it.
Masson. Yeah. It's fermented in the bottle.
They don't do anything? Cut.
God.
Orson. Yeah. You're just trying to you're like, oh, please just.
And like they would go, roll, and he would just go, ah. It's like, well, can't use that.
Nope.
Coming in a little hot, sir.
Sir. Yeah. If you had, like, okay, we got Bukowski is coming in to
yeah, this is going to go great.
To read Ham on Rye. And then we got Faulkner.
And roll. But yeah, it's, it's interesting and usually great.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're at the end, but I think we should do a lightning round for people listening who are going to be with, let's say, difficult family members.
Okay.
Topics to just set the night off right, or the day off right, just to throw a match into the table.
Just to go.
Yeah, why not?
Go for
why not?
It.
Fuck them. I saw a guy do a great post where he was like, about to immolate my family. And he just texted the whole group chain for Thanksgiving. Well, guys, Jesus was an immigrant too. Send. And he just sits back, and you see his phone going, and it's like, son, call me. Your mother's very upset because he's from a big right wing family.
Yeah.
I think you could start off by just being like, well, Thanksgiving is frankly bullshit. We know that they didn't take the Native Americans didn't give them all this knowledge and then they all lived together happily ever after. We all know how that shook out. But what other bullshit holidays do you guys also like? Because I do like this one. That's mine.
That's yours?
That's...
I mean, I would wait until we're in the meal. Be like, can you pass the Planned Parenthood potatoes, please? I like to weave in some, alliteration into my shit.
And then just take a scoop of potato and just be like, if only the thing had been allowed to grow to a full Yukon Gold Spud.
Yeah.
These are baby potatoes, right? These are
new potatoes, baby potatoes.
Oh, you call them new? I call them babies.
Yeah, I call them babies.
Let's go. But thanks for coming on the show, man.
Happy to be here. Thank you so much.
This is great. I love you, buddy.
Love you too.